you want to learn more about this just so that you can have a healthier lifestyle and feel like you're doing better for your body and for your health.
Correct.
Okay. Have you ever heard anything about the difference between healthy and unhealthy fats?
I have not.
So tell me a little bit about maybe what you have heard or what you don't know, what you'd like to know.
Well, I just always kind of assumed that all fats were bad, that there weren't really ones that were good for you. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so
much.
you've just heard that fat is bad for you.
Correct.
Okay. Well, do you mind if I tell you a little bit about the difference between healthy and unhealthy fats?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's two main types of unhealthy fats, and that would be saturated fats and trans fats.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about those?
Yeah, I've heard about those.
Okay.
Just
What have you
seen
heard about
on
it?
nutrition labels, I've heard that saturated fats are the worst, I believe, or no, the trans fats are the worst for you.
Okay. So they both are bad for you.
Okay.
Saturated and trans fats raise your cholesterol and can also increase your risk of heart disease. Do you have any worries about heart disease?
Yeah, I mean there always is.
Okay. Have you ever heard about what these fats are found in?
Mm-mm.
All right. Would you like me to tell you?
Yes.
Saturated and trans fats are both found to be solids at room temperature. So that would be anything like butter, whole or 2% milk, coconut oil, and then also meats like beef and pork and some poultry. And then trans fats are created, they're not natural, and they're found in a lot of fried food or baked goods that you might find.
Okay.
So, right off the top of your head, do you think that there's some things in your diet that you specifically want to change for this?
Well, after hearing like whole milk and baked goods are high in both of those, might be something that you have to look into and probably change that. Meats. Usually for dinner, I usually have some type of meat, so maybe cutting down on that portion size or trying to cook it in a way that, I don't know if that would be possible, but cook it in a way to get rid of the bad fats.
So, what I'm hearing is that you are interested in making this change, and if you could find ways to decrease your unhealthy fat intake, then you'd be really interested in doing that?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Can I talk a little bit about the healthy fats?
Mm-hmm.
Healthy fats, there are some fats that are heart healthy. Those would be polyunsaturated fats and monounsaturated fats, which you don't really have to worry about. What I can tell you is some foods that they're found in.
Okay.
They're found in fish, avocados, if you've maybe heard that avocados have good fat, olives, walnuts, and then oils like olive oil and canola oil.
Okay.
So it is recommended that you can have fish 2 times a week. Would that be something that you'd be willing to try?
Most definitely.
And it'd be easy switch. You could switch it out with some of the other meat
Mm-hmm.
that you eat. Butter also has some saturated fats, and you could have the soft margarine or margarine in a tub. That's an easy switch. Do you think that there are anything that would be preventing you from making these changes?
I would say just liking the taste of a lot of the food that I'm eating now. I mean, I don't really hold back, I guess, for anything that I eat. But yeah, I'd say that would probably be the biggest challenge.
So right now, you pretty much just eat, what you like,
Mm-hmm.
but in the back of your head, you might be concerned about
Correct.
the healthiness.
Correct.
Can I ask who in your house usually does the cooking?
My mom.
Okay. do you ever help her with dinner or give her suggestions?
Not usually, no.
Not usually. Okay. Would that be something that you'd maybe be willing to try? Is, ask for a certain meal once in a while?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. If you ever do your own cooking or help your mom, there are some easy swaps you can make. If you'd be interested in hearing more about those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, something simple that you can use if you're cooking, instead of using butter, you could use olive oil or canola oil, because those both have the healthy fats in them. Some other ways you can get the good fats, maybe just add some avocado to your sandwich. Have a handful of nuts maybe instead of some chips. Would any of those suggestions you'd be willing to try?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So your main motivation is just to increase a general healthful diet.
Correct.
All right. And your barriers are just liking the taste and not cooking. Is there anything else you think would be preventing you from making this change?
Not that I can think of, no.
Okay. Can I ask you, is there anything that you've tried already? Have you tried looking up anything online, or was this just something that you've been thinking about but not really?
Yeah, pretty much just thinking about but not really acting on it.
Okay. Would you like to make a goal then before we leave?
Love to.
Okay. What kind of, I know you probably don't want to overhaul your whole diet, so we can just think of some small things for you to change.
Correct.
Would you be willing to try having skim milk or 1% milk
Sure.
instead of whole?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be able to do that every day, once in a while? What would be easiest for you? What is something that you'd be able to do?
I would say once in a while.
Once
Maybe
in a while.
Start off by using that with my cereal in the morning
Okay.
for a week, and then maybe easing into having that for meals too.
Okay. What about fish? Do you think you'd be willing
Yeah.
to have that
I have fish maybe once, twice a week.
once, twice a week? So those are two easy changes you can make to start incorporating some healthier fats into your diet. Do you think there's any way that you'd be willing to decrease some of the unhealthier fats?
I think for lunch, instead of having like a little dessert after it, I could cut that out and add, like you said, nuts or a healthier fat like that.
Okay. And you said that you do have ice cream. Would you ever be willing to maybe try a lower fat version, such as like a frozen yogurt or a sorbet?
I would, yeah.
Maybe one time a week? All right, are there any last concerns or anything else you want to discuss with me?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, I can give you this handout that will tell you just a few things to have in your diet. Just a few suggestions for an overall healthy diet. Also different ways to increase both your healthy fats and decrease your unhealthy fats.
Cool.
All right, I'll leave you with that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.